Hello again. Windy one with potential rain, but I've got my proper winter coat on. Got my raincoat on today, didn't have it on yesterday, and my other one's still drying. I got quite wet. Anyway, something came up in my feed from 5 years ago today, the 3rd of November, and they were demolishing the Eastcliff Centre, which used to be located here. In fact, you can see where it was located on the floor there, on the ground, because you can see there's a different colour tarmac. So here's the edge of it here. This is where the steps and the frontage would have been. Stretched down as far as there. And, well, as you've probably seen a couple of pictures up the top there that I took, the ones that sparked this. Anyway, I looked back and I thought, I've done a feature on that in the past, haven't I? So I went and found it, and it wasn't too bad. Hadn't had a huge amount of views, so hopefully you haven't seen it. But I'm just going to run that for you now, and then we'll start the video properly. So anyway, starting from about here, this is me a couple of years ago talking about it. Here we go. Today we're going to have a look during the video at the Eastcliff Centre. It was here. Here we go, insert picture. And that was demolished in around 2000, I think. And I'm gonna come back up after I've had my walk and take a proper look at it and show you a slideshow of images I took while it was being demolished, along with a couple of clips of video. So that's the Eastcliff Centre. Right, so here we go. It was kind of up there in the centre. You can see a slightly different colour of tarmac where it was. And what was the Eastcliff Centre? Well, it had been here all my lifetime, and the top part was used for various different things. It had been a youth club for a while. There were toilets underneath it, and there was also a place called the Cave, which was for musicians, young bands, to go and bash away and do what they wanted to do. It got knocked down in about 2000, demolished. I wasn't really filming at that point for the channel or anything, but I did get a couple of video clips which are mixed in. So I'm going to jump right in now to the start of a slideshow I've prepared. Anyway, here we go. Now, as you can see, there's the centre, and on the right of it there's like a ramp going up the side. Well, the first shot is taken from that ramp at the top looking back down the car park, and the second shot is taken inside, and then we spin around the building itself. And then the demolition starts. And there we go, that's where it was. You can see the different colour tarmac where it used to be, and it's been estimated that we gained 12 parking spaces out of that, just 12 spaces, and lost the music centre for the kids, we lost the toilet facilities, and we lost the youth club, and we lost the event space up above. But we got 12 car parking things which we can be charged for the council, so that's wonderful. There we go, that's the Eastcliff Centre. So there we go, hope you enjoyed that little retrospective about the Eastcliff Centre. Always there when I was growing up, but no longer there now. Right, on to today. What am I doing? Well, I've got the chaps turning up to do my pumps in the pond at an unspecified time, so I might need to get back for that all of a sudden. Help with getting the cover off, etc. I've got Mum's appointment for her feet early afternoon. Got to get her ready for that, get her feet washed, etc. and get her down there. And I've got to go and do some shopping as well. So all good fun. So I'm not going very far today. Just going to pop down, feed Rufus and come back. All good. And the reason I walked up this way was not to run the Norman clip on the bridge. It was to film over the side and recreate a photo from Andy. Let me get lined up. Here we go. He says a pacer in 2014 runs a local service. And if you look at that, the 2014, the Seawall is like closed off. And that's back when they closed it down and they were doing all the work further along on the cliffs. And as for today, we've got a load of people down there doing something in yellow. I think it's almost like a school trip sort of thing here, not workers, I don't think. Anyway, we'll have to see. We'll go down there, walk past them, on the way to Rufus. I'm going to forego the observation deck, it's just simply too windy. Well, walking down there then, when I said I'm going to forego the observation deck, that's some of the most full-on wind without the wind blocker setting being on. So I'll be interested to see what the foam made of that. Very interesting. What I've learned so far, for what it's worth, is that when it's really, really windy and I don't talk, it does cut everything out. But then when I do talk, it sort of gets a bit confused between the noise of my voice and the noise of the wind, and you get like a distorted sound to my voice. But at least you can usually hear me. There's that ever-present puddle. Lovely. Oh, and a train. Hello, train. Doo-doo, I heard him. Happy train. Perhaps they were all going to see Rufus. It's an arranged trip to see Rufus. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yes, they're doing some sort of surveying or practice surveying on the cliff, so obviously they're learning how to do stuff like that. But all good indeed. And David sent me in a couple of postcards of rough seas, etc. And one of them, you can make out the old railway hut, which is up there in the distance. You can't really see it now because it's covered in what's it, in leaves and that. It's all built up, grown up. Anyway, here's the postcard. That's lovely. Just about here. Absolutely smashing. Thanks for that, David. Mucho appreciacionos. Cheers. Shall we have some great news? You know, Bert and Kimber in Dawlish, the two swans, and their makeshift nest in the middle of the river. Their eggs have hatched. Lovely. 2 cygnets there this morning. Now, I don't have any photos yet, don't have any video of them yet, but the good news is I'll be heading over first thing tomorrow morning to give you the scoop and get a lovely shot myself. Smashing. Slight lack of trains today, but that's because I'm down at a bit of a weird time. I'm expecting a few to come through in a minute though, so we should see a couple at least. Speak and ye shall receive. Will it be a happy train? Let's listen. Over the wind. No, can't tell. But the rain's kicking in now. Brilliant. We'll just pop in and get Rufus fed sooner rather than later. Our lovely letters. Here we are, Rufus Land, look at it, lovely. Happy memories. He's got Rufus on the top of that bird box. All the feeders, everything they could want up here has been filled up. Fat balls, lovely. Let's get my offerings out. There we go, extra large lot today. Plenty of mealworms. Lovely. But no sign of any little birdies, any at all. Nope. Is there anybody there? No. Never mind. I've done my duty. Let's head back. Coming out this way, in fact. Not headed straight back just yet. Just want to get to the end of here for another postcard from David while I think of it. Here we go. Not exactly lined up per se, but you can see the cliffs. Definitely this bit of wall. Here we go. More rough seas in another postcard. That's cool. Excellent. And look at that. We have trade. I can hold the camera still, phone still, in the wind. Really is blowing me around today. And with that, time to head back into the wind. So I won't do a lot of filming unless I see trains. So much wind, I didn't even keep my hat on. Nightmare. No idea if there was a toot there or not. Couldn't hear a thing over the wind. Didn't hear him coming up behind me over the wind. It's really quite a workout walking into this wind. And probably when I watch this back, you'll think, what wind? But this is some of the worst wind full on the wall I've had for a long time. There's loads of sand blowing off the beach right into my face. So I've had to put my glasses back on. If they get wet, they get wet. Barely keep the phone still. Well, that wind was very intense. Out of it now, here hiding behind this the old pillbox. But otherwise all good. Yes, they're doing surveying. They've all got those little cameras they use, they look through. Looks like they're trying to make a little video with an old-fashioned video recorder, but of course it's not. But they are doing surveying stuff, learning how to survey. And some bunnies in the wind. 1, 2, 3. Smash it. Oh, there we go. Gonna call it a day now. That's some of the strongest wind for a long time. Hard to keep the camera steady on a lot of occasions, but hopefully I'll be able to sort some of that and edit. And if I can't, I just won't use those bits. Anyway, so that's it for today. And I'll say tomorrow, off to Dawlish, checking on the cygnets, newly hatched, see if we can get some shots. Lovely. See you then. Take care. Bye.